Think back to your favorite teacher. I bet it didn't take longer than a moment. And I bet you're smiling as you remember the person who likely changed your life, either in the way you view the world or the path you chose. I know that had it not been for a few teachers who saw my potential and sparked my passion, I might not have found a love of learning and the confidence to pursue my dreams. Every child deserves teachers like these, and the world needs teachers like these, leaders who help young people develop the skills and mindsets they'll need to thrive in the world they will soon inherit. The solutions to the world's problems will start in today's classrooms, which means teachers play one of the biggest roles in shaping a better future. So, to all the current and future teachers, thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Vikas Pota. I am the founder and CEO of T4 Education. Today, as you will know, is World Teachers Day, and I wanted to do a live stream very quickly about just to congratulate and thank all teachers for the incredible achievements that they have contributed to, and also just thank them for being there for our young people. Teachers, as we know, are the fundamental cornerstone in any education system, and we know this phrase that I've often used, which is whatever the question, education is the answer, and that makes teachers at the very center of every kind of sustainable development that you can think of. And so, happy World Teachers Day, everyone. I'm also joining today this live stream to also share with you some news. So we know that next week, at the end of next week, we have World Education Week that kicks off. World Education Week, when we came up with it 3 years ago, or this is our third cycle, was with the simple idea that excellence exists everywhere, but the opportunity to perhaps showcase, to demonstrate that your achievement and your excellence doesn't necessarily present itself to everyone. And what we wanted to do with World Education Week was provide opportunities to schools from the grassroots, from all over the world, and to have these schools and these school leaders to actually come and share how they've developed an expertise in a particular area that's led to their schools being stronger. You'll also be aware, obviously, of the World's Best School Prizes, and this year we award the prizes on the 19th of October, midweek during World Education Week. And you'll be aware that we have announced our top 3 for each of the 5 categories. And from there, we will announce who the winners of the 5 categories are. And let's not forget, we also award them $50,000 each. So that's a share of $250,000 that we will be awarding on the 19th of October. What's really remarkable about all of these stories that we see, and I've been sharing them on social media and through the T4 channels, is quite simply that the story about strong schools and great schools and all the incredible achievement that you see in all these schools comes down to having committed, dedicated teachers and school leaders. And that's why it's important to tie this all up together and use this opportunity today to tell you and to repose our and felicitate all teachers for being teachers. Thank you for everything that you do. Now, as a way of kicking off World Education Week, what I'm really excited to share with you is on Saturday, the 15th of this month, we will be having a preview event. And the preview event, like it says on the ticker at the bottom, is from 2 p.m. to 3:30 GMT, and you can register at worldeduweek.org. And what we're trying to do, and what we're trying to understand at that preview, because the whole week is about understanding the 50 schools and how they've achieved the excellence that they have. And we're asking at the preview event, we're asking the question, what is it that we can learn from the world's best schools? So I'm really delighted that I have some friends of ours who have joined us to talk to us about this particular subject. So we're going to take each of the 5 categories. Our guests are aware of the 10 schools in each category, and they're going to talk to us as to, well, what is it that interests them from these 10 schools, as a way of perhaps eliciting interest in all of you to actually attend World Education Week and register for it. Because in terms of professional development, I can't think of a better opportunity for us to actually get together, understand from those at the coalface in schools around the world as to how they're doing various things, so that we can replicate and become stronger ourselves. So on the 15th, our preview event is Saturday, 15th of October from 2 till 3:30 GMT. And you can register at worldeduweek.org. Now, I know that there's a ton of you who are joining today's session, and I just want to do a few shout outs to see who's here. And so, forgive me, I assume this is Portuguese, Falido69, because Escola Evandro, I know, is one of our shortlisted schools. It's great seeing you here. Ismat, thank you so much. Happy Teachers Day to you as well. Where are you from, Ismat? Carl is a country ambassador. Hi, Carl, watching from the Philippines. Must be quite late. Then we also have my colleague, Kirsten, who many of you will know. She's joining from a very rainy Leeds in the north of England. Rahul, good evening to all from India. Thank you so much. One of my other colleagues, Salman. Hello from London. Shout out to all the teachers joining us. Happy World Teachers Day. Mohammed Alamgir is saying Happy Teachers Day. Then we have from South Africa, Senemile Dlamini. Thank you so much. Mohammed, thank you for saying you're from Bangladesh. I appreciate it. Minu, hi, welcome. Good evening from India. Donna, hi again, hello from the US. So you can see we have quite a spread. Obviously, Jacqueline Fernandez, she's from the Bonuan Bukig National High School in the Philippines, who is in our top 3 for the World's Best School Prizes. Welcome to you as well. Minerva, a blessed day from the same school. Afreen from the UAE, thank you. Happy World Teachers Day. Anjali, also happy World Teachers Day. Briha, hi, thanks for coming again. Welcome from Pakistan. Happy Teachers Day to all respected teachers. Absolutely. Buse is in Turkey. Happy World Teachers Day to you as well. Sophia from Greece, thank you so much. She's absolutely spot on. The transformation of education begins with teachers. Invest in teachers, involve teachers, trust teachers, respect teachers. Michelle is saying, again from the Philippines, Happy Teachers Day. Thank you so much. Gada, thank you for joining. Unfortunately, I don't read Arabic, but thank you so much. Greetings to all educators. Jayanti, hi. Happy Teachers Day. Thank you so much for joining as well. Nilufar is from Bangladesh, and Anju is from the UAE. Thank you all for joining. So our guests for the preview event on the 15th are none other than Andreas Schleicher, the Director of Education at the OECD, and probably I say the most influential man in education policy in the world. He created at the OECD the PISA rankings and PISA assessment method, and he joins us. I know he's very he's actually one of the people that encouraged me and encouraged us to actually set up these prizes. So I'm really pleased he's coming back, and we're having a look at the 10 schools and what we can learn. We also have Maggie McDonnell. Maggie is a teacher, an award-winning teacher from Canada, someone I've known for quite some time, and she's been on WhatsApp with me quite a bit on all the films for the 15 schools that we have, commenting on them. So I thought it'd be great to get a teacher's perspective and to say, okay, Maggie, what stands out to you from this category, from these schools? And I can tell you from my WhatsApp exchanges, she has a lot to say, and she says there's a lot to learn, which is great. And the last person that we have is Rob Jenkins. Rob is the Director of Education at UNICEF, the UN agency. And Rob has recently just presided over the Transforming Education Summit in New York during the UN General Assembly Week. And UNICEF works in some of the most toughest and challenging environments, and he's absolutely all over this agenda about making sure that schools are strong. So if you want to understand from these three individuals what makes strong schools and what interests them in the conversation, then please do join us. Kirsten has very kindly put up these links on our social media channels on LinkedIn. You can register for the plenary there, and she also tweets Maggie's link. Thank you so much, Kirsten. And so, friends, once again, I don't want to prolong this. Happy World Teachers Day to all of you, and I really do hope you enjoyed the John Legend video at the beginning. And by way of context, John Legend is an American singer who you'll have all heard his songs. He's also an ambassador for Teach for All, which is a great organization, and I serve on the Africa Council for Teach for All. And they do a great job in making sure that people join the teaching profession. When I think about education, and I think about all the different pain points that we have, yes, of course, we can talk about foundational literacy and numeracy. Yes, of course, we can talk about girls' education. Yes, we can talk about all the various challenges that we have, actually, and those, especially those thrown up by the pandemic. But the one that's the one that's more fundamental to address, in my opinion, is around the recruitment and retention of teachers. And because without them, I really don't think that we can make any progress. And so that's why we want to double down on World Teachers Day by saying, okay, if we want to make sure that teachers remain in the jobs that they absolutely love doing. And one way of doing so, and we've put out a graphic today, which is, I think, quite bold from the team, which is pay teachers more. It's quite simple. Yes, of course, we respect them. We want more status, but let's just start with the simple fact that teachers should be paid more. And so that being the case, I think we can start making progress on very many things with regards to fixing and transforming education system. But the first thing that we transform is the status, the remuneration, and the working conditions and rights of teachers. If we don't get that right, we won't be able to transform education. And that's why I come to you today to implore you to put your weight behind teachers and the workforce, as it were, that actually has been entrusted by society to actually look at all these learning gains. Thank you all very much for participating. And remember, on September the 15th, we also have a special announcement, which I can't say more about. I'll be shot by my team if I do that. But we have a special announcement on the 15th of October. Apart from learning about what the schools are doing over that week, that you can attend for free if you go to worldeduweek.org. But on the 15th of October, we have a special announcement in addition that we're making, and we hope that you'll be able to join us. Thank you all very much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you then. Goodbye.